What's going on? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. And today I want to talk about Joe Biden and his decisions to meet with rappers rather than intelligent black people, rather than people who actually understand policy and politics, and why this is strategic and why this is uniquely reserved for the African American community. So hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe, get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're going to get started on drboycetv.com right now.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones who late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV. Here we are.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. What's up, Trey J? I appreciate you too, brother. Thank you so much for the kind words. Give me a yes in the chat if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Can you guys hear me? I thought this was Mary going live. No, this is not Mary. My name is not Mary, but I do know Mary Dean. It looks like you spelled it with an E at the end, and that is Mary Dean. So Jermaine Trusty, how you doing, brother? All right, so let's hop into this conversation. Don't forget this podcast is on Spotify. If you like intelligent black discourse, then this is the place to be. If you want to be ignorant, then there's plenty of places on the internet you can find that'll be nice and ignorant for you. But here's the thing. So I wanted to address something that I saw that I really want you to pay attention to. I want you to really notice kind of how they view you, how they see you, how they sort of deal with you politically, and why no progress gets made in the black community. No progress gets made in the black community because to some extent your debates that are supposed to be deep and meaningful, they become kind of a joke. When conversations happen to discuss serious issues in the community, things that we need to work on, things that we have to fix, it ends up being distracted. It ends up being deflected because there is an overabundance and addiction in the black community to immature pleasure-seeking behavior. Immature pleasure-seeking behavior means that we spend a whole lot of time on the shade room talking about whose rapper is having sex with whose baby's mama, and just really childish, immature, high schoolish topics. And so what happens is that the serious topics, the more significant topics, the significant policy issues get overlooked because we are just sort of inundated and covered up with really, really bad culture that's really harmful. And I'm going to sort of give you Exhibit A. And this is not me disparaging anybody, but this is me just pointing out the obvious to you so you'll understand what I'm saying. So here's this rapper named Glorilla. Now, Glorilla is apparently she's talented. She's known all around the world. She's much more famous than me. And she was at the White House recently meeting with Joe Biden. And so she sat with Joe Biden. And I thought it was really interesting that every single election, let me know if you've noticed this, every election, rather than meeting with the thought leaders in the black community, they want to meet with the rappers. Rather than meeting with the scholars in the black community, they want to meet with the athletes. Rather than meeting with people that are activists in the community that are getting things done, they rather go meet with somebody who's rapping about WAP and murdering black people, destroying black families, getting high on dope every day. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. And this is not me talking negatively about the rapper themselves. I don't think Glorilla knows that she's being used as a political puppet. And actually, she happens to be Cardi B's cousin. Cardi B is another rapper who also met with Joe Biden. And I thought that was really interesting, too, that Biden would go speak with a Cardi B, but doesn't want to speak with anybody that really understands what the community needs. This is designed to keep you stagnant. This is why I will not vote for this man And if you get mad at me for doing that, then to hell with you. You're an idiot if you want to force other people to vote. It is wrong to force anybody to do anything. People have a right to make their own decision, and I've made my decision. My decision is I will not support anybody who does not support me. And if you somehow think that there's something wrong with that logic, I cannot help you. So let me play this clip for you. So Glorilla went on to CNN and they interviewed her about her visit to the White House. Now, she's speaking with a very sharp, articulate, intelligent Black woman who's asking her very serious questions. I want y'all to watch this video and then give me a one-sentence response in terms of what you see in this clip, what you believe, or what you think is going on here. So here's the clip. I'm going to play it right now.
Of an artist you are, how many accolades and nominations and everything you've got going on, at least with what you have planned for the summer coming ahead with a concert and a tour. The idea of them inviting you there in particular, did they talk to you about what they wanted politically? Did they want your endorsement? Did they want you to help people get out the vote?
Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. But, I'm not going to, talk politics, but I love the president. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody. And at the end of the day got to end.
So there you go. That's your representation of Black women in America. That's the representation you get. It's not again, it's not Glorilla's fault. She is who she is. She's a young lady that is out of Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think she's that old. She was born in 1999. A lot of y'all were grown-ups in 1999. So, so she's a kid. She's 25 years old. The white man will hand you a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of fame and make you really think you did something, and then elevate you above the people that are really trying to do what's best for the community. So this is an age-old game. They've always been doing this to Black people. But the point I want to make on this video, the reason I want to show that clip is because, well, first off, I didn't know what was going on. I was wondering, are you high? Like, what's happening here? Why? She didn't even answer the question. And the question was a serious question. The question was, what did they want from you politically? What was what's the agenda? What are we getting done here? And she starts just living my life like it's golden. You know what I'm saying? Lord, you know what I'm saying? I just love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know what I'm saying? And this is what they think about you. This is in their minds, in the minds of the Joe Bidens of the world, this is what Black people are. They're a bunch of damn idiots who sit around and worship people who are bigger idiots, who look up to people who smoke and drink all day, have sex all day, promote murdering each other. And then you look around and you say, well, why the Black community has so many problems? Why it's racism. It's racism. The Black community got all these problems. Black Lives Matter. But then when the opportunity emerges for you to fix the situation, you allow this kind of nonsense. I mean, this don't make no sense to me. This really, I hope other people understand what I'm seeing here. Maybe I am just born on the wrong planet, but there is a consistent, deliberate effort to keep the Black community as immature and as ineffective as they can possibly be. They literally got you run around here looking like children. They got you run around here looking like idiots, looking like you're behind, looking like you don't know what's going on. Now, I'm gonna share a little bit more. So the rapper's name is Glorilla. Again, it's not her fault that she's who she is. She's just being who she is. She got invited to the White House. She went. I don't blame her at all for any of this. This is her choice. Then there was another time. Remember when Biden, and how many of y'all remember when Biden did an interview with Cardi B? Could have interviewed with any Black journalist in America, could have spoke to somebody who was going to ask him questions about the community. But he said, no, let me talk to the rapper who also is a stripper who raps about her vagina in every other sentence. That's who we want. This is our representation of the Black woman in America. This is what we think all y'all Black women need to look like. You need to be Cardi B. You need to be Glorilla. Because being intelligent and being responsible and being a wife and a mother and a quality human being, well, that means nothing to anybody. That's old. That's you being old fashioned. You ain't lit. You're not in the cool kids club. because you're not like Glorilla and Cardi B. You're not rapping about your vaginas and riding down a stripper pole and telling people how you'll sell your body for a bag of Doritos and a Pepsi. This is what they, and these are the individuals who are sitting next to the president of the United States. Now, what you're really seeing here, though, is they're disrespecting you right in your face. Right in your face. They're just pretty much saying we have no respect for you people. Not just the fact that we know that you'll let us get away with this, but the fact that we can do this every election and there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing that you're not going to stand up. You're not going to challenge us. You're not going to. I want to ask y'all a question. Give me a yes or no. Yes or no. Have you ever seen them do that to the Jewish community? Do they go grab strippers out of the Jewish community, strippers and rappers and thoughts and thugs out of the Jewish community and interview with them when it's time to decide policy when it comes to Israel? Are these the people that they're talking to? Are they talking to Jewish rappers? When they go speak to the Asian community, are they sitting down with, sitting down with gangsters and people that are riding the stripper pole and hoodlums and babies, mamas and celebrities? Yes or no? So I need you to really understand what I'm really seeing here. There's a long history in America of Black people being seen as a source of entertainment. There's a long history in America of Black people being seen as a group of people to not be taken seriously. They look at you like idiots and children. They look at you as undisciplined idiots and children, meaning that you can't focus more than 2 minutes. You don't want to learn how to read. You wouldn't open a book if it saved your life. You love killing each other. You look up to people who get high and drunk every day and want to destroy your community. You look up to all the things that are going to kill you, and then you wonder why bad things are happening. This, to me, is something that is not just an issue with Biden. I'm not even really mad at Biden for this. I'm really mad at us. I really am challenging us. I'm really saying, who are the serious people in the community? Who's going to be the grown up? Who's going to be the one who says, wait, no, we ain't going for this. This ain't what we're doing. Right. And I know that you exist out here, and I really am encouraging you to use your voice, because if you don't use your voice, then your intelligent, politically conscious activists, scholars, thinkers, and leaders who are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s will be ignored for 25-year-old strippers who had a hit album. That's what you're getting. That's what you and this is something that, again, it's not even their fault. They don't know that they're being used as pawns. I don't know how old Cardi B is. I think she might be in her early 30s. So she's young. Glorilla is 25 years old. She don't know. But look, I mean, just this is what they look for when they want to go meet with Black women. And they try to dress the part. You know, Cardi got dressed up and said, "Oh, I'm meeting with the president, y'all. I need to look the part." And she did. She did a good job. Glorilla looks very professional, but she did not look like that when she went to meet the president. She did not look like that. So this is not shaming them for what they look like and what they do. They can do what they want to do. Hoes can be hoes. Strippers gonna be strippers. Thugs are gonna be thugs. I'm not saying that anybody doesn't have a right to be who they want to be. But the problem to me is when you start taking people who don't belong in a certain space and putting them in the space of leadership in the Black community when they've done nothing to qualify themselves as leaders. They've done absolutely nothing to prove that they even give a damn about the problems. I mean, look at this interview again. Hit the thumbs up button as I'm gonna play this interview. Look at this interview. This girl don't care. This girl ain't connected to nothing except maybe the weed she might have been smoking before she went on. I don't know if she was smoking weed, but she looked like she high. She sounded like she high to me. But listen to this. Listen to this interview. This is your leadership. These are the people. Most of y'all can't get a meeting with Joe Biden, but this woman did. So let me play this video. Let me play it again.
Of an artist you are, how many accolades and nominations and everything you've got going on, at least with what you have planned for the summer coming ahead with a concert and a tour. The idea of them inviting you there in particular. Did they talk to you about what they wanted politically? Did they want your endorsement? Did they want you to help people get out the vote?
hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. But, I'm not going to, talk politics, but I love the president. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody. And at the end of the day got to end.
So that's what you get. That's your representation. And when your representation is that bad and that unqualified, why are you surprised that the Black community is a mess? Why would anybody be surprised that Black children are graduating from school and most of them can't read? Do y'all agree with me that maybe the goal is to keep you deliberately stupid? Do you understand the nature of pimping? Is that you don't want your hoes to be empowered. We are politically pimped. We are economically pimped in every single way. And so ultimately, this is what you're going to continue to get until you stand up and speak up against this. So I'm going. If I got to be the only one to do it, then I'm going to do it. And I hope other people will join me in this because this type of nonsense is ridiculous. Your kids. You got people out here dying. You got people out here, young people not prepared for the world. Many of them. Do you know how many friends I have right now whose sons, 21-year-old sons, who are going to be supposed to be husbands and fathers one day for somebody? Do you know how many of these young men are hooked on ecstasy and Molly and all this stuff because they started using it because rappers told them that it was cool? They were impressionable teenagers. And because all their friends were getting into it, they started getting into it. And now they got a bite they can't get rid of. Have you ever had do you know how heavy addictions to Molly are? Like that, I spoke to a brother who's I think he was an FBI agent, and he said people don't understand that this stuff burns a hole in your child's brain. If they get hooked on that stuff when they're young, the brain damage is there. It ain't going nowhere. A meth addiction, it's hard to really come back from that. The damage is like cutting off your left arm and thinking it's going to grow back because you stopped slicing at your limbs. So this is what they're doing to your children. They are marketing things to your young people that they don't market to nobody else. They don't do this to other people's communities. They do this to you because you allow it, because you let the children drive the bus. You let the idiots take the lead. You let the dumbasses, the people that are the least qualified, have the position of authority in your community and the position of representation. It's so crazy. I was just talking, even today, I was laughing about this debate. People were talking about a debate between Candace Owens and Umar Johnson about the Black family. And I just said, I'm not nothing against these two. They're not quite as bad. But I said, how are they going to debate the state of the Black family when neither one of them has ever married a Black person? Do you understand what I'm saying? The internet is full of cartoon characters. It's all these people that we like them because they talk loud and they sound cool when they say stuff, but nobody is cerebral enough to really sit back and say, what are your qualifications for this discussion? What in your background gives you the skill set to have this important dialogue? Ain't nobody going to talk to me about Black marriage who ain't in a Black marriage. If what I said sounds crazy to you, then I don't know what to do. I don't know. I didn't know that logic was no longer popular. I didn't know that truth was no longer popular. I didn't know that common sense was not common anymore. This is weird to me. This is very weird. So if you ever want to know why there's no progress that gets made in the Black community, it's because of stuff like this. This explains it all. So anyway, that's it. I didn't have much else to say about it. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, we're doing financial consciousness training. So I hope you'll join us. You can text the word morning to 87948. Text morning to 87948. I'll send you an invitation. Second of all, this weekend in the Black Business School, tomorrow is, what's today? Shoot, today is Thursday. So tomorrow we have two events. We have a Forex boot camp with Michael Edwards. So if you want to learn Forex, just text the word Forex to 87948. And then also we have an event with Ace Chapman, who's going to teach you how to acquire businesses with no money down. So if you'd like to join Ace's event, just come to Money in the Morning. I'll share a link so you guys can join. So anyway, if I sound frustrated, it's probably because I am. It is challenging when The solutions are right in front of us, but the discipline is so bad. We are so locked in a slave mentality that it doesn't matter. The universe could bless you with every opportunity imaginable, and you're going to walk right past it because your consciousness is on such a low vibration. Anybody that thinks that it makes sense to have the entire Black community with all the problems that are there and all the scholars and thinkers and experts we have, and to send a 25-year-old rapper who don't even care to represent the community is out of their mind. So anyway, that's it, guys. I'm going to get out of here. If you want to follow this podcast on Spotify, just look up my name, Boyce Watkins. Also, drboycebooks.com. You can get a copy of my new book if you want to. It's called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. This is a platform for not just intelligent Black people, but also for serious Black people. Serious Black people. These are the ones I want to talk to. I ain't got time to be talking to no clowns. So anyway, guys, have fun. Have a good night. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening. And I'll check back in with you a little bit later. Hope to see you in the morning. Take care. Peace.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones too late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on